Good morning, everybody. I hope you guys can hear me. Let's turn this up a little bit. Hope you guys can hear me, and I hope you guys are having a happy Sunday. Um, it's very early in the morning. I know that. It's now 7:03 here in Missouri. I don't know what time it is for persons. So wait there, man. Wait there. How, how long did I wait to do this set of the time? One here, so good morning. What's going on? Y'all set your time? Good morning, billionaire. Madata one. Good morning, just unique. I was just like, wait. I just started and I was like, I'm just gonna talk until persons join. 7:03 in Texas. Awesomeness. So as you guys come in, go ahead and drop where you're from, because again, it's a Sunday, it's a chillax day, right? We're not trying to be bummed out about everything that's going on in immigration, even though we have to be proactive. We have to just make sure that we are preparing in the best way possible, right? Putting our cases together as best as possible as we can, so that there is no mistakes. We're human. There are going to be some mistakes at times. It is what it is, right? But when it comes to your immigration preparation, you have to try and limit those mistakes. You have to try and just limit all of the setbacks or the delay that will follow if you do not. Thank you so much for joining, guys. Go ahead and like the live, and as you like the live, just go ahead and share the live. What about the I-94 expiration for minors? Keep in mind, minors do not start incurring unlawful presence until they turn 18 years old, so that's not a thing for the minors, right? And again, I'm not an attorney. I do not give legal advice. What I am is a doc preparer that helps persons to put their paperwork together as best as possible to send into USCIS, which is the US government, right? Okay, so it's a Sunday, and I will be inviting persons up in the box. Today, the topic is all about just like I'm trying to, do motivational Sundays, right? Sometimes it really doesn't turn out that way, but hey, we try. So today I would thank you so much. I would want persons to come up in the box and just to, just give a word of encouragement to persons who are, about to start their process, in the middle of their process, after the interview, sitting and waiting, or they're just like, I have not heard anything from USCIS since I've sent in my paperwork, right? And I want this because persons are sitting down, and again, that's my daughter, they are comparing cases, and that's more along the lines of very mentally draining for you, right? And if they could understand that comparing cases will be mentally draining, they would stop. They would stop and they would focus on themselves. They will focus on their case. They will focus on, okay, what else do I need to put together to make my case stronger, right? I know you guys will hear us say this over and over, but at a time like this, immigration has always been hard. Now they're making it even harder, right? So if you can learn to, take away the negativity, it's going to be very hard, because let's not play hypocrites here, right? Go ahead and tap the live for me, guys. Let's not play hypocrites. It is going to be hard. It's for some persons, the journey is not as long as others, because again, the new administration came in, and cases are moving pretty quickly. So for persons who might be like, I filed since 2024 and I haven't heard anything, that's because the new administration came in and they're doing what makes them happy. And it's just the truth, it's just reality, right? So I'm saying to you, just go ahead, prepare your case, do what you need to do. Stop saying, oh, we don't go nowhere, we don't do anything. Like, if you are a couple Come on, there must be things that you guys do. Everything in life doesn't have to be expensive, right? It doesn't have to be expensive. Oh my God, this one here is so annoying me. Everything doesn't have to be expensive. It's you making it work for you and your relationship, right? Whether it be it's a marriage-based case, because most of these cases fall underneath the family-based petition. It's just, is it that a child is filing for their parent? And if you're filing for your parent, it's not just the birth certificate alone, right? It's things to prove that, oh, you know, me and my parent, or my parent and I, we have a relationship. Prove the relationship to USCIS. Your birth certificate alone should prove that your mother is your mother, but they would ultimately want other things. Say for instance, your mom is living with you here in the States, or your dad is living with you here in the States. What are some other things that you can use? Maybe they don't pay any bill, but maybe you sell them money, right? There's secondary evidences to prove that, hey, this is my mom. If you're gonna go back, because some people like to be like, I don't have all of these things. I had a customer that had every single piece of evidence that I asked her for, even though I said to her, we don't need everything, we just need to form a stronger case, right? Go ahead and tap the live for me, guys. And she had everything from back then when he was younger. She had the vaccination card with her name on there. She had school leaving certificate. She even had pictures of things that stated that, you know, emergency contact from the school back then. She had all of those things. And a lot of person will be like, why you need all of them evidence there, Annika? That lady's case got approved in 3 months. That lady case got approved in 3 months. And this was a son to a mother petition, right? And she was from Trinidad and Tobago. She had every single thing, and I was just in awe, because I have never, like, most cases aren't perfect, right? Most cases are not perfect, and sometimes I look at some of my cases and I'm just like, this kind of be like a semi-perfect case, but no case is really perfect, right? And when she had all of that on the list to give to me, and she did not cry, was like, Annika, I don't have this, or I don't have that. And I'm just like, wow, I was really taken aback. I had to applaud her for that, right? So if she's on this live, congrats to you. It really did take her 3 months to actually, as a parent, it doesn't take long for them to get their green card, but again, it just depends on what you're sending in. So happy Sunday again. My name is Annika. I'm an immigration doc preparer that is based in Missouri, and I work virtually to help persons to file their paperwork, right? So it is a Sunday, so somebody request the box now, please. Come on, and then I ask a question. Good morning, Tash. Good morning, Pal. Let's see who else is here telling me good morning. Nicola, good morning. Who is this? Raji? Good morning. If I pronounce any name wrong, sorry. Good morning to everybody that is here on the live. If it's your first time here, welcome. Eel, good morning. Kim, Kiki, hey Kiki. Hello Kiki, they will say Kiki, do you love me? Alright, it's a Sunday, not with the ratchetness. Hey, good morning, Sean. DJ Squeeze, good morning. Good morning to everybody that is here. Go ahead, share the live. It's a Sunday. We're gonna be here for probably like an hour, right? If my daughter don't destroy the live, my love, because she wake up and I don't know why she. Yeah. So if anybody wants to come into the box, and from the moment that you're here, can you give a piece of encouragement to persons who are still in the waiting game, and after they get their green card, what else, you know, should they be doing to, you know, just be progressive? Because again, the United States at this pivotal point in life is just not life in, right? You have to make your life better. Can't sit down and watch other people not going work, right? Cannot sit down and watch other people. So who wants to come up in the box? Nobody don't want to request the box. Let me say who in the box. I just want to stay down. I want to do this morning. Nobody don't want to request the box. What I have the immigration question for ask. Because if it says so, you know, we're not gonna jump right into the box quick and fast. Eh? Come on, and I'll give some piece of encouragement. Tap the like for me, guys. I do appreciate it. Thank you so much for joining, Marcia. And for the persons out there whose case just keeps coming back, hold the faith. May I beg you now? Hold the faith. Thank you so much for following. You guys can also follow us on YouTube, where it is at Immigration Help 101. We do give immigration tips over there also. Okay, so nobody wants to ask an immigration question. All right, we'll just go and chat then. Since you like to hear my talk. All right. Hey, Ken, good morning, boo. I give special good mornings to people who are a part of the immigration, Golden Path Solution team, right? Some of the name I don't know, and the handles on TikTok, so sometimes whatever, but then I give special good mornings too to the day ones that have been here for quite some time, the silent watchers out there on the For You page. Hello, good morning, my name is Annika. Don't be afraid to come on in. I do not bite. I do not bite, and as a Aries, yes, I talk it like it is, not disrespectfully though, but that's just who I am, right? Yes, we talk the truth and nothing but the truth over here, so because we cannot be bothered. What you say? You don't bite and yam? No, we don't do no yammings over here. Jesus, peace of Sunday, and we're gonna stay so. Sometimes I not tell a lie, sometimes it's strong, talk the truth and shake the devil. Right, true. I owe them what I do it. God favored me. Hey, she said, talk the truth and shake up the devil. Right, true. Right? Yo, buck. LOL. Nah. Hello, I don't know how I come at the people that think say. These are bad individuals. Hey, I don't know if we go on about the business, Blessings and love on a beautiful Sunday morning, love. Thank you so much for that. All right. You see, if people who actually use me, I can be a very, very, very serious individual when it comes to you just making sure that you have everything. Hey, Lady Shan, making sure that you have everything, I get very serious, right? And it's me just telling you, hey, you need to have this or you need to have that. So that's why I'm going to say I'm not everybody's cup of tea. So I'm going to talk it like it is. And then after the fact, like if you do your interview and you have like a stress over it, Annika, when this, Annika, when that, mega call you one side and I say, come here. I'm going to tell us if we're going to live your life. Remember, we have a plan in place, But that's just me. I was like, remember, we have a plan in place? Yeah? Right, besties? Yeah, right. Right there, so. Oh my God, your spirit is just so contagious. Thank you so much, Mello. No, you stick with us for life. Too bad you're such a sweet person. I'm stuck with you for life. Like, people don't understand that. Again, I tell them, I am not a hard pill to swallow. But one thing for sure and two things are certain. I don't play about my business and I don't play about my customers, right? I don't play about my customer. I'm gonna play about my client them. So like, it's when I tell them, if we're gonna have to go down Jericho Hill and come back between me and my client them, that's one thing that's never going to happen between me and my client them. I'm not going down Jericho Hill with none of them. We'll roll and go down Jericho Hill still, but it's gonna be respectfully, right? I've never had to like cuss out any of my clients them. I've never had to do that because I don't think on a professional level that should even happen, because again, misunderstanding happens, and when misunderstanding happens, I am going to be the one to clear it up, because me like, all right, if me catch a vibes from the client and me like, what's going on, come tell me what's going on, right? Because I'm not too like the vibes what go on, so tell me what go on, because I'm not gonna come carry my business a road, I'm not gonna carry phone business a road, go tell Ishi and the next man. We're not doing it over here at Golden Path Solution. So I bet you come to me and say, Annika, you know, so me never like what you did say. Or Annika, you know, me never like how you did say this. My client, them know me. Them know me. Them know me. Yeah. Me rough them sometime, but me not rough them in a way where you feel like, oh, you know, so that girl here disrespect me, I should stay. So, hey, me not gonna use our service to the hey, girl, go away. No, that's not me. Pell said, is it okay to send a package in both partners' name before they get married? Yeah, why not? Like the new look? I want new look, this big steel. That means you don't come over here. Long time you don't come over here, sir. We're just vibing. It's a Sunday. Let's just vibe. Yeah, that's what I feel. Thank you for liking the live. Hey, sweetie, how are you there? Somebody, Ricky said, you always a real person. One thing, enough blessings. Thank you. Shelly Ann Johnson, thank you so much for the follow. Sweetie, happy Sunday to you. Thank you again for the follow, guys. Thank you so much for joining. I do appreciate it. And no follow, man. Wanna bite. You missed my question? Hold on, pal. If I did re-ask it, you hear? Hey Cassandra, good morning. Cal, good morning. The people am rolling, man. Hi, hello. How are you? If you missed, I think it was Friday Night Live. You guys missed a good one. As I sit down here and I talk to you, I try to upload Friday Night Live, right? Only need to go watch Friday Night Live because Friday Night Live, it was a testimony. Right, it was a testimony and I had to just give that testimony for my client. Please, I'm going to USCIS interview next month. Can I take my son with me? Yeah, I've had my clients take their sons with them, and if you want, you can reach out and do a mock interview with us. You might not have to be our client, but at the same time, give me 1 second, guys. Hi, good morning, Immigration Help, Annika speaking. My dear, I guess they must save the number. May I call if I tell you, oh, Jamaica. Me know, sweetie, I know that's what you were doing, you know. But anyway, so I'm come off of the live, sweetie. I'm gonna call you. But I was talking to my mother, and my mother was talking to me about air fryer, juicer, she in a court, all sort of something, and the next and the third. My mother come like a little siren, my love. So, but it depend on the phone there for probably like 3 hours. I talk to her. And then she talk to me about the things that she see on YouTube and TikTok, and she tell me say, oh, the whole of America, we need to come back our yard. Like, yeah. So, sweetie, me have to sit down and listen to her, and she talk all of these things, and my mother is a conspiracy and theorist, and yeah, girl, me have to sit down and listen to her, my love. So I'll call you and I'll go over this phone. That's my mother. Somebody says, you never used to wear your hair like that. Oh, me never used to wear my hair. No, man, you have to go back. Big Steel, you have to go back. You have to go back. Because me that braided girl, you know, my braid. I like to wear braid. But thank you for the compliment. Gaza Tickersness. What a name, Gaza. What does it mean for EAD? Your work permit approved and card failed to produce after a month waiting? Call them, Gaza. You need to call USCIS. Because why you can't fail for produce? You have some of these things that happens from time to time, where I had a client that was waiting from this year March for her green card, and when we called them, it was, oh, we're unable to produce the card because of some problems. So they told us that, you know, we need to just wait until they actually produce the card. But call them, tell them, say, I want your EAD, your work permit approved, them just can't produce the card. Call them and ask them why. But nobody asks them like unruly, you know, just call and say, hi, hello, I'm calling on behalf of so this is my number, you know. Be nice. I ask them. Good morning, Sam. Hey, Sam, what's up? Guys, I request the box and come up. Call USCIS. Call them 1-800 number. Once you call them, say info pass. Once you say info pass, them going to ask if you have asterisk in your number. Tell them no. get through to somebody, give them the EAD number, which is the I-765 number, right? And then when you get through to a live agent, say, ma'am, sir, I'm calling about my approved work permit, and you guys cannot produce the card. How long will the card take to produce? What's the issue? Ask them, man. You text Emma? All right, so since you text Emma, a time for you call them now. Yeah, man. Come across to them when them said the card failed to produce and could be an internal issue or issue. That's why you have to call them. Because if it's an issue with biometrics, they might issue you a second biometrics. And they issue a second biometrics, that means you have to go to your second biometrics. So it's time to do calling and not sit down and fret. Right? Yeah, man. Time to be proactive, man. Come, girl. Thank you so much for the follow. What's the number? Just go to Google and type in USCIS contact. Just go to Google, type it in USCIS. Once you go to Google, USCIS contact, as soon as you put in contact, you see it come up right there. So at 1-800, so 1-800-375-5283. that is USCIS number. Just Google it. All right, Callie said, does the medical have to be sent the same time as your I-485? Yes, unless you want a denial, but yes, it has to be sent. Blessed morning, sis. Hello. Howdy. How you doing? Is this your first time, Miss or Mr. Morris? Is this your first time? If not, welcome to the live. And for all the people that are here, welcome again. My name is Annika. Right? And guys, I have to talk about the scammer page, right? You guys are following the scammer page because me can't believe, you know, after me put up on that scammer page, you still follow the scammer page. When me take a stack and me look and me open up my 2 eye them, the scammer page did 3,943. All of a sudden the scammer page reach up to 3,000 and 3,092. Why you following the scammer page? Just sit wrong. Why are you doing that? Like what? Stop follow the scammer page. Me I beg you now. Alright, not tell you again. Okay, so when we get scam, you, me, she, nor the old lady can't come to me, Annika Spencer, the owner and operator of Gold, the actual Golden Path Solution, and come say to me, say, Annika, you know, so the fake page scam me. You can't come tell me now. I'm going to tell you, say, oh God, I'm sorry. And then I tell her, say, so you never see my number to call me. You never go on my page. You never see my number, my email, the link. What you saying? Is it 2005? Oh, you said 2,500 too. My dear, I can't help you. Every time I come to me underestimate you from getting scammed. Because why only don't call the number? I want number on the fake page could I post my videos. The number is on the videos. You see that's something that's like Golden Path Solution on the number depend on the video, man. Yeah, man. So you shouldn't get scammed. Yeah. Someone get scammed the $50 of them and then come and say, Annika, we can't get one free consultation. My dear, I don't really think it's a party shop me around. Me gonna stay, so stop get scammed, man. Not till now again. Alright, let's ask some of these questions. Well, let's see, me gonna put on motor ground and talk. How long does an SSN office mail out your SSN to you? So sometimes it takes 2 weeks, sometimes it takes a week. That's what I've seen in the experience of my clients and I. All right, somebody says, just me 86 says, I submitted an I-130 form for my mom from December 2024. I have not heard from them yet. Is it that you're saying you haven't even got a receipt notice? You haven't even got a work permit? Where is your mom? Is your mom here in the United States? Are they out of country? Tell me what it is. If not just me, you can probably just book a consult, come talk to me, come chop it up, come and ask what's the issue, right? The click the head right here. The link is in the bio. Book your consult. Times are and slots are opened up, okay? Thank you so much for the follow. I do appreciate it. Now, somebody is asking, interview this Thursday on the AOS through marriage, visa overstay. Any advice? So I give guidance, right? And my guidance is for you is to make sure that you reach to your interview 30 minutes on time, right? 30 minutes before the time. Make sure that you have all your documentations in terms of the list that USCIS would have given you when you got your interview notice, and just make sure that you put it in an organized way that if they're asking you for anything, you're not fumbling around and you're not able to give them what you need. Make sure you make copies of the original documents, like your birth certificate, your husband's birth certificate, the marriage certificate, all IDs. Make sure that you have matching IDs of where you're living, because I'm seeing them asking for that more and more. Make sure that if you do have your joint accounts, make sure that you have your joint bank account cards, each of you individually. So if they ask for it, both of you are handing it over, not just one person. Make sure that you have your keys to either your house or your apartment. Make sure that you're not telling USCIS any lies. If you make any mistakes on any one of the forms, or even there's some form of discrepancy in your application or probably with your evidence, and they're asking you to clear that up, go ahead and clear it up. Let them know, hey, it was a mistake. Don't just sit down and don't speak for yourself, right? Make sure that you're honest. Please don't tell them no lie, because if you are going to tell lies, you're going to need to follow up with that lie, and that makes it very hard. There is going to probably be them recording you in the room. Just make sure that you're doing the do, right? That's my advice to you, right? If all else fails in that interview, make sure that your husband or your wife has your back. That's what it is. All right, guys, go ahead, tap the live, like the live, share the live. I'm not an immigration attorney. Please note that. I am, however, a trained document preparer that helps persons to file their paperwork. Now, if you guys want to reach out, the number is right there on the screen. It is 417-213-1452. Once you reach out to the number, you do get an automated message that says, hey, what is it that you're requesting of us? What are the things that you want to do, basically? Because we do offer multiple services. One side of the business, we do passport renewals for Jamaicans. The other side, we do the Jamaican documents like non-pediment certificate, divorce certificate, death certificate, birth certificate. Reach out to us if you want any of those to be done. The other side of the business, we do tax and ITIN services. So if you know you need your ITIN, you can reach out to us. If you know you need your taxes done, you can also reach out to us. Other side of the business, we do immigration letter writing, we do background checks. So it's a multi-service business that we are offering. So it's like a one-stop shop. I'm not aware there. Yeah. All right. So somebody says, so cute. Lord Jesus. Man, hey. Man, I come go like I don't want to come make me blush for the people I'm screen this man. I'm dear. Look, it's just my personality. Believe me that I am who you see on this screen. I can be serious at times. I can be very jovial at times, and I tell people, as a Aries, I wear my emotions on my face. So I have a shirt that says, my face says it all. All right, and when you're here, if you're just joining, just know that no question is a stupid question. Again, if you're asking questions, it might be misinterpreted different ways based on how and what you're typing. So I always say to persons, reach out, book your consult. We are open from Monday through to Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Central Time. And again, once you click the link in the bio, it takes you where you can go browse our website, join the website if you want to, send in inquiries to us via emails. You can actually book your time ahead of time, your consult. Just choose a time that's more convenient to you to sit down and come and talk to me, right? If you do need an attorney, we will assess the situation and then put you on over to an attorney, because there's just so much things that are going on. Hey boo. Hi. You look nice this morning though.
But yesterday's closed.
So you tell me that for my business with that? Oh God, guys, don't pay me no mind. Somebody says, do you think we should send all evidence at first when filing forms I-485? Yes. No, it's not the time for you guys to be lackadaisic and be nonchalant and all of the above when it comes to your I-485, right? I'm all the way up in the chat, guys. I'm going to answer your questions, so please do not spam the chat. Share this live to somebody who you know is in the middle of the process of their immigration. And guys, you know, I noticed that somehow I go talk, I go tell you no. Somehow I want to come and when I say, Annika, so what your price? I'm going to tell them the price. Somehow I live on. Right, alright. And everybody have money, but one thing for sure and two things are certain. Look at me and say, Annika, I can't afford it. I have different options, right? And I tell myself when I started my business, God will give me my clients because it's not every client is for me, you know, and it's me not tussle with none of uno. Me not tussle with none of uno. I can tell you that. I go fight with one of my client. I go fight and I go around Jericho Hill with we and USCIS. But I not go tussle with no now, no way. Thank you so much, Joel. I appreciate it. I not tussle with no now, no, my love. So one thing for sure, shop around and make sure that you're getting value for your money. Oh God, on a nice scene. Thank you so much for the roses. I appreciate it. Thank you. But shop around, search for who will help you. Oh wow, howdy, thank you. But search around and see who would help you, right? I'm all the way up in the chat, besties. I am going Justin, fix your ear before you come talk to people. I'm go so your ear can't fix it, one wash now,
Right.
yeah, come tell them hi. Moderation. All right, people. So this is the man, the mania. You know, say somebody come troll me upon YouTube, and the person who troll me upon YouTube tell me say, "Oh, it's a good thing say you find white man for married you." Hear me then watch ya.
No, one more.
Hear me watch ya. I need the person to stop with. Hear me, you know me can't argue with a fake page. So you fake page, I can't argue with a fake page because I'm not mad. Him soon come back, guys. It says, somebody says, how long does it normally take, ma'am? Oh, so your mom is in Jamaica. So just me 86. Usually you will only get the receipt notice, right? And once you receive the receipt notice, it usually takes anywhere from probably like a year to a year and a half. Once that's done, the case is going to be sent over to NVC, and from there you want to make sure that you're doing everything correct at NVC because you don't want to get caught up in administrative processing after the fact, right? So you can reach out to me after the fact, like after the point where you know say reach at NVC, right? Make sure you had sent in all your evidences, and if you didn't, we do evidence sessions too, right? Thank you so much. I'm gonna come out early this morning though. I appreciate it. All right, somebody says don't spam the chat. All right, guys, I'm all the way up in the chat. I'm usually the type of person that take my time and I go through. All right, thank you so much, Kayla's Kitchen. All right, somebody says how many affidavit from families and friends should you submit? So Tibiana, for me it is, I'm always saying to my clients, if you're able to get at least 3 from your side of the family and 3 from another side of the family, then that's okay. You can probably get 2 from your side, saying 2 family member and 1 friend, and then let your husband do the same. But I feel like any amount of affidavit, because again, when you're doing this affidavit, make sure that to solidify it, right, as a valid evidence, make sure that you notarize it and the person sends a copy of their ID. Reason being, affidavit are letters that can be written by anybody, and it is an easily manipulated piece of evidence. So you don't just want to send a piece of affidavit and I eat that, right? In some cases, Sometimes you just have to just send the affidavit because people them don't want to send them ID. Them write it and I eat that, right? USCIS can take up themselves and call the people if they want to. All right, so let's go down, and this is for Steven. Hey, Steven, the genius. I will give you a call. I need my passport renewed. So, Steven, if you're still here, go ahead, take the number from the screen. You can go ahead, WhatsApp the number, or you could click the link in the bio and send us an inquiry about the passport. All right, we will be happy to assist you. And keep in mind, the passport renewals for adults, it is $400, all costs included, shipping and everything, right? And it takes 3 to 4 weeks. Sometimes it takes a little bit less than that. For all the persons who have already used our passport services, they know what it is. Make a start include the cover them, because like a cover for the passports, because these passports are so thin. You don't even want water to catch it. So when me I send off the passport to my client them, I make sure I put it in a covering, and then I put it in a something else, and then put it in the thing, like, because I don't want it to get wet or anything when it's being delivered. So I'm secure on something. I am trying. I'm going to speak to somebody today where that is concerned. When it comes to the passport renewal of children, I have a meeting with somebody today, read that. So let's see if I'm going to offer that service in the future. But for now, it's a no. But if you need help filling out the application, we do provide that service, okay? All right, guys, go ahead, like the live, share the live, please. Maybe I know free information and I get, come on, share the live, like the live, man. Can't be so mean with no tops. And I do appreciate the gifts that I got. Thank you so much. All right. Somebody says K1 travel ban from total ban country. About that, my dear, as Candy would have say, if you're totally banned, my dear, I don't know what they're doing. If you're totally banned at this point, I don't know what is going to happen for you. Tibian, I hope I answered your question and you understood what I was saying. Hey, Latoya, how are you? Latoya said, do you do citizenship for children who want a Jamaican citizenship and passport? Yes, we do. So Latoya, you can reach out to us. I've done citizenship for children in Kenya. My love, I say that was a task and a half, but we did it. All right. Somebody says, how many affidavit? I think I did answer that. All right, let's scroll up. Mom about to start and I can't believe I'm so stressed. Sophia, really? Sophia, I need somebody to come stress. You need to get somebody who can take on the burden for you and be stressed out for you. For us, it's our job. So sometimes my client will be asking, Annika, I don't know how you do it. I don't know how you do this. But it's something that I love. So no matter how much time you would get frustrated, because sometimes it's always like a back and forth, sometimes with the client. Sometimes you will send them the intake form will fill out good. Me have to tell my assistant, say, hey, call a person, make sure say you get the correct information. It's a lot when it comes to immigration. And I think sometimes some people are under the notion that, all right, I'm getting somebody to fill out my forms for me, or I'm getting somebody to do it for me, I should not review my documents. Lies. When I stop at this business, when I go and review the documents after we fill it out the first time, the second time, me I gotta make sure say we once over, twice over, and then we send it back to review it, because you have to. You cannot just put your life in somebody's hand and not do due diligence. That's what it is, right? That's what it is. So if we're going to do the back and forth, we're going to do the back and forth. I don't like the back and forth, but if we're going to get it right and it needs to be done, then likewise. All right, somebody says, what advice would you give to someone? I'm all the way up in the chat, besties. Don't spam the chat. What advice, Kayla's Kitchen said, what advice would you give to someone who can't afford an attorney for their immigration case? So, Kayla's Kitchen, if you are the type of person who is good with filling out your paperwork, or good with, just a bag of paper in front of you, for lack of a better word, for a lot of paper in front of you, and you're good at administrative work, and you can fill out your documents by yourself, and then you could probably reach out to somebody like myself or I Coach Immigration Services, where you're gonna say, hey, can you review these documents for me? Yes, we can, because we do have document review for $500. So we do document review, and it's only the document review. So you have to come with your documents filled out, right? And then we go through and we tell you what the errors are and you need to fix them. When it comes to your evidences, you can do a brainstorm session with us. You have to, I make it a bit affordable for persons, right? If you cannot afford our premium service. So for somebody like you, if you're willing to do that, then fine. If you're willing to just pay us to fill out the application, then we can do that, and then you put your evidences together. So it's one of those things. You can come and do the Do It With Me service with us. So we offer multiple stuff. So reach out, book a consult, and come talk to me, Kayla. If you feel like your case has any criminal elements in there, then you do need to speak to an attorney, right? Philly says, how long does it take for renewal of the Jamaican passport? So Philly, I think I did answer that, but I'm going to answer your question directly to you. It takes anywhere from 3 to 4 weeks. All right. Sometimes it takes a little bit less. Let's see here, guys. Thank you so much for joining. If you are just here and you're just following, my name is Annika. I'm a doc preparer that helps person. I'm based in Missouri. We work virtually. So the logistics of it all is all via the internet and mailing stuff to me, right? Katja says, amen. Guys, thank you so much for the roses. I do appreciate it. Thank you for the taps and likes. We appreciate it over here. Nature and Adventure. Hey, what's up? How are you? What happened when your I-485 changed from actively reviewing to still being processed? So USCIS, I think a month ago, kind of changed the verbiage on the actively reviewing versus still being processed, right? Because when persons see actively reviewing, what's happening is that they think somebody's on their case when nobody's on their case. The case is sitting down there pending, just pending. So now they changed the verbiage, and now the verbiage is just saying, hey, if it's still being processed, then that means that they might just took it off the dock, just putting it in the system. It's being processed. It's not in an officer's hand, or it's not on an officer's desk at all. That's what that means. All right. Pal says, did you say you review and then turn it over to an attorney? Not sure what you said. No. So everything for us is done here at Golden Path Solution, right? So what we do, if it's a case where you come to us, we give you the intake form, you're filling it out. Me now do the back and forth, we do know. But make my assistant do that. I make my assistant do the back and forth, not me. Right? And for those who have spoken to her, they know that she's very knowledgeable. She'll talk to you again about your evidences and stuff. Hi, good morning, Zora. Good morning, boo-boo. Hi. Hi. Good morning. How are you? Girl. It's so early. The people are going to see your head no comb. God. Say good morning. Hi. Can you say hi to them? Say hi. Wave and say hi. You're waving at the wrong thing, Zora. Say hi. Girl, I wave for the wrong thing. Go on my business. Say hi. Hi. All right, go on. Go to Dada. All right, so let's see here. Respect says good morning. Guys, again, I'm all the way open at the chat. Believe me, I'm going to get to your question.
Are you sure so?
Somebody says, how do you feel about the new payment laws for the I-589 and the EDA under asylum? You know, to be very honest with you, a lot of persons don't even know that the asylum, they have changed the rules. They have changed that you need to pay when you're going to initially do it. It's just a lot. I really don't have any words or any feelings towards it. Reason being, there's a lot of persons that are coming in and filing asylum, and they really don't have a claim to asylum. They just want to file it because they want a work permit. And for me, that is just like taking away benefits from people who actually have a real asylum case. So I only filed work permits for asylum, and you know, the other day I got an asylum work permit approved. I never even did post it, but that's just me. But the only thing I do for asylum people is I do their work permits for them. And sometimes if you're here and the affirmative asylum, if you do have a good case, and if you have a case for affirmative asylum, I'll do that also. But you have to have a case, because again, I'm not going to be the one to tell you, yeah man, you have a case when you don't have any. All right, so let's see here, guys. Go ahead, tap the live for me. Somebody says, Gaza says, how much for the evidence session? If you go to my website, it's $100 for 45 minutes for me to give you a personalized list of things based on your situation and your relationship, right? So you can book that with us at a time that's more convenient to you. Another person says, I think this is for Derek. He says, how long spousal visa takes depending on the country that you're in, but usually the year to sometimes 2 years. And that depends on if you even sent in your evidences also, because it can take longer. Because an officer go on your case, they're trying to review the case, no evidences. What you think they're going to do? They're going to probably put it in the lost and found stock. They're probably going to put it in the lost and found stock. I tell you, yeah. All right, somebody says, Respect says, my mother is filing for me from 2017. I know me can't get through. We're in 2025. Respect. I don't know what's the details of your case. So you probably have to come book and consult with me, because I don't know what's the detail of your case, right? Somebody says, what if you can't get it notarized? So Kayla's, if you can't get it notarized and the person genuinely write the thing, just send it off, right? I just like to be detailed enough to tell my clients, if you can get it notarized and the ID, please do one or the other, right? If you get the ID, fine. If you get it notarized, fine. But if you can't get both, it is what it is. All right, Chantal says, I submitted 2 forms, my husband and 1 for me, and I got them notarized. Then great, Chantal, that's nice. All right, let's see here. Can an affidavit letter be signed by the Justice of the Peace and stamp? Will that be legit to USCIS? If it's coming from another country, sure. If it's coming from here, yes, sure. Because again, it makes it a little bit more solid as proof, right? Because again, it's one of those evidences that's easily manipulated, and I'm telling you this because it's true. All right, Latoya, no problem, you can reach out to us. Let's see here. Now somebody says, after getting my I-485 approved, notice how long will it take to get the card? So again, it just depends. It depends whether or not USCIS is able to produce the card, or they take a while to produce the card. Sometimes I see people get it within a week. All right. Somebody says, I'm new here, gonna give you a follow. Thank you so much, Mr. Blake or Mrs. Blake. I appreciate it. All right. Thank you for the follow, for those who are following, and for those who are new, welcome. We appreciate it. You guys can also go over to our YouTube channel and you can follow us there. We upload sometimes Friday and Sunday morning lives, right? All right, let's see here. Let's see some of the questions. I'm going all the way down. I have like 46 new messages. So Mel says, good morning. Hey, Mel. Good morning, baby girl. I like you. Zora, they were telling you good morning. You like her hair? Oh, God. Her hair is temperamental, right? Her hair is temperamental. And why I say her hair is temperamental is because I want to upload. Her hair is temperamental because one moment the ear will be nice and curly, the next it dry out very easily, my love. Upload. Okay, there we go. That's just Zora's hair. All right, so I'm scrolling up. Good morning, 1, 2, 3, Lisa. Guys, if you have a question and you want to come up in the box, you can request the box. That's fine. So when it says case being processed means nothing. Really, it's just being processed. It's probably them just a scan it in, right? So Trisha Daps, probably them just a scan it in. Probably them just get it. So it doesn't really mean nothing. Nothing is being done with it. Carrie Al says, looks like her dad. She does, but he doesn't believe me. Like, I don't think Zora has ever looked like me a day in her life since she's born. The 2 years of her life, yeah, she don't look like me. None at all. So for all the persons who will be messaging me, I will respond to your message in short order, okay? Miss Pal says, good morning. Zora, everybody that tell you good morning, man. But threw me all the way up in the chat. What are those? Oh, mail? Okay. Hi, love. What adjudicated and refused meaning on filing I for a green paper from the embassy? So when they refuse, it's not always like the paper that you got, right? They might have missed something, or they're telling you they're rejecting your application, but I guess it's going to be held for administrative processing that means further review, right? So sometimes when you get that paper, you need to read it properly. All right, so you can probably reach out to us, send a notice to us so we can tell you what it exactly mean, but you probably have to book a consult. Ken says, hi, good. How much for work permit? If it's for asylum, you asking me how much I do it for, reach out to me. That's yours or mine?
It's yours. Just gonna open it up while you're on the thing.
But you now come tell the people them I man, cause you not tell them good morning.
I did too.
No, come tell the people them I man, cause you not tell them good morning.
I did too.
No, you never tell them good morning. It's wicked and I Justin.
Alright. Good morning.
Alright, so tell them good morning then.
I am a little annoyed because my STLs did not print off correctly, which means I'm probably going to have to apply a new plastic film and hope for the best.
I know them I tell that because people them don't even know what STL mean. Remember say you're a nerd, you know, babes.
That's their problem. They wanted to say hi,
Moderation. Just remember the people ever know what you chat about. Somebody says, good morning. How long it takes for a renewal of a US? Guys, we don't have to take time type. What is this? Oh. You say TikTok, I'm gonna make me spend my money when I not have, my dear. Good morning, Ro. How are you? Good morning, Chad. How are you? What's the average waiting time you're seeing after interview for cases to be approved? To be honest with you, all right, so I have a case that's waiting probably 69 days now, and then I have another case waiting probably 2 weeks. I had a case that recently did hers, waiting a week now. And then I have another case that had an interview. I talked about that one. It had an interview prior, and then, you know, they kind of mess up in the interview, then do a second interview, and they got approved on the spot. So, timeline right now, I'm seeing people waiting more than 2 months. Yep. But again, I did a video and I said to persons, for persons who did their interviews and they're waiting the 120 generic days, right? It doesn't mean that it will take that full 120 days, but you need to be proactive. You need to still put your evidences together. You need to make sure that once it hits that 120 days or after the 120 days, you're calling USCIS, you're doing due diligence, you're following up with your case so you don't get lost in the sauce. Okay? Chad says, do they normally require your spouse to attend interview for removal of conditions? Yes, take your spouse with you. If your spouse don't go, them go and ask you, where's your spouse? Because if you're doing it underneath marriage, you need to bring your spouse. Somebody says, where am I at? I'm based in Missouri. Thank you so much for the follow. One down south, boss. I'm based in Missouri. Trisha Dobbs, when an officer actually have the case, what should it say? It will probably say actively reviewing. And still, that might means nobody has the case. So it is just weird. It's weird how they behave. But if you get an email, however, let's talk about it. If you get weird how they behave, but if you get an email, however, let's talk about it. If you get an email says actively reviewing, and you get 3, 2, 4 other email actively reviewing, somebody is actually on your case. All right. Sashana, good morning. I did marriage-based interview 8 months now, no response. Girl, Sashana, so what you still don't wait pan? Sashana, come to the front. Sashana, go watch my video on YouTube. The one that says 120 days, what to do, what next. Follow those steps. 8 months, my love. 8 months? No, girl. Come on, time to work, time to work, time to get to work. 8 months too long. Justin, everybody was saying good morning. Judith Miller says, good morning, happy couple. And all the time we happy. And all the time we're happy, but we don't fight. We don't fight. With me and Justin, we don't fight. We communicate. That's what we tell people. But sometimes I think people don't really understand that in a relationship.
You can definitely disagree.
Exactly.
The difference is realizing throwing your anger at someone isn't the way to win the argument, and there's no purpose of winning. The purpose is understanding.
Somebody says, didn't hear what you said. If I got an email like free, no, like if you get like 3 different emails or 2 different emails saying, hey, actively being reviewed, then yes, it's actively, somebody's actually on your case. Andrea, do my interview and it take 2 years. Murderation. 2 years. Wow. Why? I don't know why I'm talking in that voice, babe. But why? Somebody says, how long can I stay on my visitor's visa in the US? Wayne, look at what your I-94 says. You only have like 6 months, and I don't recommend that you stay in the country 6 months.
Maybe you should do a live battle with this guy against his chickens.
Why would I want to do a live battle? I've never even done a live battle, but I'll probably lose over here. Trisha Dapp says, great. Judith says, something you just don't... Yeah, sometimes you just don't meet eye to eye, and nothing is wrong with that. But I don't think people who go into a relationship sometimes think that, you know? Just yesterday, instead the baby look like you. I'll now look. She take everything fair, father, Carmel, every single thing. And people come talk about, oh, she look like me, she don't look like me. Lie to my tail. She don't want me to feel good. She don't want me to feel good. But no, she don't look like me. Somebody says, is it normal not to get a receipt notice for VOA after 5 months? My dear, I filed a VOA case April of this year, and we get the receipt notice probably 3 days ago. I sent the receipt notice to my client, and we had to be back and forth in with them. And when he called USCIS, you know, so then they actually have the notice. They actually had the notice, and the lady could have given him the receipt notice number, but they just didn't send the receipt to us. And when they finally sent the receipt, and it's because we called them. Yeah. You have to stay active on your cases, guys. Like, my client would have said, hey, hello, how are you? Like, I ask about him receipt notice, you know. They'd hear me. We don't get it yet. Because our receipt notice, it takes long to get, right? But so we don't get it yet. And then I already emailed the lockbox like 2-3 times already, right? So it was just for us to just call and reach out, and they gave him the number. So it's one of those things. Follow up with your cases, guys. See me I tell one of my clients, them she and her husband need for call USCIS now because there's no movements on the case. Like I'm going to be the one to do that. Exactly, the baby has his face. Lord Jesus. Annabella won't no go away. But all I don't know, just lift up and go about on the business. She don't have anything for me for real. And Justin said, oh, let's ask. One at a time, he did say, let's ask your viewers if Zora looks like. Babe, can Zora come? Can Zora come? Well, let's have a vote. Yes, we're doing this on live. We need a vote. Andrea said no, 5 years waiting on immigration. Andrea, there has to be something that's wrong here. I don't know what's the back end to your case, so you'd probably have to come and reach out to us. Yes, you can. Just be mindful. Never bother look. Hold on. Hi. You tell him hi?
No.
Alright, so besties, who that picnic look like?
See that?
Me or Justin? Vote time. Voting time. Come. Vote takes anywhere from 3 to 5 years. Vote time. Come, father or mother. Here they, Justin. Zora, turn on your face. Justin, come back in at the picture because they have to look on you and look on the picnic.
Then you hold her because she's.
Come. Come, Zora.
Oh, you okay?
Yeah. Who she look like? Me? Just turn her on her face. Who she look like? Me? I just take. Who she look? Watch it.
All right.
That. I
That's all you
don't
get.
like, you know.
Alright, go back to your room.
Murder. So Justin, you can't stop talk now. Say she look like me. Justin, they just want me to feel good, you know. Somebody defend. Definitely your dad. Mom, but dad's complexion. Well, Jesus Scott, praise be to you. Watch out. Copy and paste. Murderation. Oh my God. Justin especially. See Justin eyes especially.
Okay.
Look a girl don't look like me, no, at all. And from day one, I've been tell Justin that our family member been say it, and Justin is just like, oh no, babe, I think she looks like you. True, him want me feel nice. True, him want me feel nice. Talk truth. Somebody says how to restore your status from expired I-94. Restore your status from I-94 cash. Nothing really work like that, you know. If you're in the United States, it's either you're going to either marry somebody depending on how you came here, fall in love, married. If that's not the case, you probably have other benefits that's to you. You probably have a parent here that can file for you. You know, I'm not sure how you know. You just have to come talk to me, Cash, because Cash, come talk to me. Somebody says, I have a temporary 551 pending I-751. Can I travel? I mean, you got the extension, right? You have the extension paper and you have the expired green card. Yes, I've seen persons travel. You just bring her, Manoa, Trina, talk truth. I just brought her here into the world. Look, a girl don't look not like me. Somebody said, Nash says, I have a friend waiting 39 days after the interview. Can she reach out to them? Be very honest with you, Nash. When she reach out to them, then probably going to tell her, say, your case is in normal processing time. But as I said, still try if you want to. But usually I wait the 120 days, right? Or I wait closer to the 120 days after the interview. I've never had anybody that wait that long, though. I've never had anybody wait that long. I've had people wait like 3 months to be exact, 2 months, probably a week, but never after the fact waited that long. AJ says, good morning. Kiki says, maybe the next kid would look... Kiki, I want you born next picnic. Kiki, lift up off, I'm alive. Kiki, you don't see all time I run hard and red. What are you doing one next picnic? What? I have a son. Justin has 2 other children. So we don't have no more picnic at 4. We don't want to have no more children. AJ said, like your piercing. Thank you so much. She's all daddy but has mommy's vibrant attitude. She be attitude she have, Caution. Caution, me I go WhatsApp you because me see you did message me, but I went on the road. She has a lot of attitude, Cautions. Caution, believe me, when me tell her the little girl have a lot of attitude. You talk to her now and she doesn't want to hear what you have to say. She run off. All a lock door. Me just bust the door open. Me say you don't own any door in here, and I will take it off the hinges. As small as she be, me say you don't own no door in here. Lock door, you know. Me say they don't want cost them something here. So me lock door in Jamaica, my mother would know what to do with me. Alright, let's see here. Can you marry to a green card holder? Then if you're married to a green card, anybody can marry to anybody. Just know that you're marrying for love. Right? So when you say, can I marry to a green card holder? That seems like, say, you're not in love with that person at all. Remember, you know, USCIS has marriage-based petitions under higher scrutiny than ever before. So just be careful and choose your words and how you're asking questions, right? Somebody says, what can I do after 4 months I did my interview and no update? May I show on a video what I need for watch and go and do the exact same thing. Reach out to the councilman, for the congressional persons, right? I'm going to go on YouTube and I'm going to show you the video to watch and follow it step by step. Reach out to the congressional person, man. You cannot just sit down. Keep in mind, if you reach out to your congressperson, it doesn't mean that USCIS have to approve your case, right? It helps you in helping them, like you give them the information, send it off to USCIS. USCIS can look for your case a little bit faster, make a decision a little bit faster. So whatever it's going to be, is either they need additional evidences, is either they're going to reschedule it for our next interview, is either they're going to approve out your case, or it's either they're going to deny the case. They give you a faster reaction when you reach out to your congressperson. So it doesn't mean that reaching out to the congressperson, that means that you're going to get an automatic approval. No. I just want to make that very clear. But you guys need to make steps, be proactive after your interview so that whatever the next thing is going to come from USCIS, you're prepared for it. Okay? Alright, so this is the video that I posted. Hey besties, welcome back to our channel, Immigration Help 101. Quick reminder before we start, I'm not an attorney and I do not give legal advice. The information I share is based on publicly available resources and experiences from my own clients who have gone through the immigration process. Now today, we're talking about the nerve-wracking moment when that 120 days after a USCIS interview is here, or it's maybe even past, and you still haven't heard anything. We'll break down what the 120-day mark really means and what you can do next, and whether reaching out to your congressional representative will magically get your case approved. Now, understanding the 120 days, besties. So first things first, a lot of people believe that USCIS has to give you a decision within that 120 days of your interview. But here's the truth. There is no law that applies to all cases that forces USCIS to approve or deny within that. Go watch the video. Go watch the video and take the tips out of the video as to what to do. Believe me, it will help you. Somebody says, do you need to save, call, and text log for removing of condition? Yes. Taurus baby, if you're removing the condition of your green card, believe me when I say this to you, that you need to have information. So I'm going to go to one of my clients' cases that we're doing the removal of condition on, right? Give me a second. All right, let's go to this one. You just want to make sure, I can't even show you some of the sitting them. Like, this is a file that has, like, this is all of the evidence for the removal of the condition for the person. In files, that's all of the evidence. Yes, text messages, call logs. It's basically follow-up of evidences that you had prior sent into USCIS that you're now saying, hey, after your green card, we have done additional stuff and we're sending in. But that is a file right here. Yeah, that's a file that has, it's a evidence to remove condition of green card, right? And that's a file that has That is how much. I saw me and my client Emerald besties. Yeah, man. They have almost everything, and these are updated stuff. I'll 1.5 years worth of bank statement. Give them evidences so they can remove the conditions of your green card. Thank you so much for the follow. We do appreciate it. Let's see here. Taros baby said, do you need to save? I think I read that. Okay, Nash says thanks. Thank you so much for the follow. Hi, coach. A long time the girl will come up here, you know. Let me see if I can grab her. Let me see if she'll go come up here. Because she goodly say, like, Jesus Christ, I come in and she not see me, thank God. She goodly go about her business. I'm a bestie, you know. I'm a bestie. I can't stay there. I'm a sissy. She not really bestie. She fall in my sister category, I know. Alright, somebody says, I called about my VOA, I guess, receipt notice after 4 months, but they can't find anything in the system yet. Reach out to the lockbox. Right? Reach out to the lockbox. Babe, turn on the thing.
Turn what?
Turn on your phone.
Hello,
Here,
good
tell you good
morning.
morning there.
Okay, my cousin had filed VAWA January 2023, and she get they call it a prima facie. She get work permit, travel document, but she has never traveled out the country.
Mm-hmm.
So she's wondering if she should get a lawyer because January coming, 2026, it would be 3 years.
Mm-hmm. Shelly?
Yeah,
Okay. So get a lawyer for what though?
because she hasn't hear anything, so she's kind of,
You can call USCIS and they will more than likely tell her case is still being processed, because sometimes you have persons who get an approval within that 3 years, while you have persons who sit and they wait the 3 to 5 years to actually get a determination on their VOA case. But she can definitely reach out to an attorney, tell them what her case is. And I don't know if they'll be able to do anything for her unless she wants to hand over her case to an attorney. But more than likely, she probably still gonna sit down in the waiting game.
okay.
But she can definitely get her legal advice though. Nobody's stopping that. She can definitely reach out. She can either reach out to me and let me put her onto an attorney, or she can find her own attorney that she thinks is reputable enough and take it from there.
Yeah, because I was telling her it's best she get an attorney from now, so at least if anything, she can jump on it.
Yeah, man, no problem.
All right, I have your number. All
Yeah, man, no problem. Thank you, Shelly.
right, baby.
All right, bye-bye. All right, let's see here. Questions. Somebody say waiting for 2 years after interview. Me nah look, Andrea need for reach out. Sorry, I'm on your live to stay. Kiki, we say nah live up around nowhere. One more won't hurt. But now if you look pound, me I come leaving her alone. Leaving her alone. Me nah look pound. How old is she? She's 2. She's like 2.5. I filed my VOA 2022. Will I hear from them soon? Then Shashibu, did you receive a receipt notice? Even the work permit, it depends on how you filed, right? Depends on how you filed. I'm not sure. VOA cases takes a long time for you to get the receipt notice, believe me. Sashibu, good morning. Taurus baby, yes, you can definitely use your saved calls and text messages after you actually got your green card. It's just how you send them in. It's ongoing communication between you and your spouse, right? Somebody says, after traveling on the IR1 visa, how long after can I do my citizenship? Now, it depends on what you got your green card through, right? The spousal visa, right? It depends on if you're still doing it underneath marriage. It depends on if when you got it, it's a 2 year. Do you have to remove your 2 year condition off of it? Did you get a solid 10 year? What is it? Good morning. Can you apply for visa if you're on filing? I mean, it doesn't mean you can still apply for it. It doesn't mean that they will give it to you based on the scrutiny that they're having right now. I mean, I'm not gonna say, oh, you're not going to get it, but most of the times when persons file, when somebody is petitioning for them, they never usually get it, you know? So guys, when you reach out to us, you can either click the link in the bio. When you click the link in the bio, you can book your consultation with us. When you reach out to the number, it's us. We're going to send the link to you for you to book your consultation too. All right? The site is very easy to use. My son I-130 that was filed by my US citizen husband was approved. So when it goes to the NVC, I think this is who Kers. I think this is a company. Kers, it will go off to the NVC. Once it goes off to the NVC, make sure that you have everything that you need to do the VS-260 and then do the civil documents, right? Because you want to get documentarily approved so they can schedule his interview, then he can do his medical. Somebody says, what's next? I think that's next. Reach out to me. I found... What additional evidence can you put together while waiting your results, right? If you get any, say you had a joint bank account, your additional joint bank accounts after the interview, right? Any dates that you probably would have gone on, any trips that you probably would have gone on, if you're actually living your life after the interview and not obsessing over the interview, right? I'm just saying. If USCIS sent an RFE and confirmed it was received in May and it showed that they got it in July, what's the question, Missy? Guys, Miss Rona left on, you know. Thank you so much for the follow. If I file VOA 2022, will I hear from them soon? I think I answered it, Ashipu. VOA receipts, they usually take long, but you need to reach out to the lockbox also, because I don't know what you have gotten as yet, right? Ali Boo says, good morning. Thank you so much for the follow, Shelly. Let's see here. Thank you so much, Martino. Hey, Martino, Wagwan. Hey, remember your story, the Martino, I'm going to have a look. Oh, God. My I-148, guys, let me take time tab. My I-485 was approved to be filed after my I-130. Haven't heard anything 3 months now. What is the question? Sexy Trish, what are you saying? My I-485 was approved to be filed after my I-130. Haven't heard anything yet. So you're saying you filed your I-130 first and they sent you the receipt notice. Was the I-130 approved? Because you confused me. Sashi Trish, good morning. Are Jamaican... Okay, I am a Jamaican and I'm located in Missouri. Hey, babe. You know, so I don't know why you listen to some weird music.
And Shatner on the guitar and Leonard Nimoy as the vocals singing the ballad of Bilbo Baggins.
Okay.
I thought you would appreciate it.
Ah, you always think I'm going to appreciate some crap.
Bilbo Baggins. Come on.
Good morning, bestie. I got my work permit, but it comes in my maiden name and not my married name. What did you put on there for them to put it as? Hi, good morning, S.
Good morning.
How are you?
Just asking a quick question. Alright.
Yeah.
I've got my, what you call it now? I don't want to say green card. I went to the embassy to do my interview. My mom filed for me and I get the visa now and a piece of paper in the visa, in the staple in the passport. What's the next move?
So what you need to do is to register. You're going to go to USCIS because you need to read that paper properly.
right? And you need to sign up for the green card itself. It's going to be 220, I think, if they may raise it.
Yeah, but somebody out of profession, not somebody who tell me that I'm just need to travel and then when we reach there now, then me can do that. So that's why I
No,
call.
you see, sometimes when you do that, it takes you longer to get your green card. So it's best you do it from now. It's
Best
best.
to
I
do it
mean,
now.
it's your decision. It's your decision. But with my
Yeah,
clients, I usually sign as soon as they get back their visa, right?
yeah.
With that paper, what I do is to sign up, right? And by the
Okay.
time they come into the country, it will take them anywhere
Yeah.
from probably like 3 to 4 months to receive their green card. When you do it, when you
Okay,
wait and you come in and then you do it, it takes you a longer time.
okay.
So read the paper properly. If you want help with it, you can reach out to me.
Okay, all right. That's the reason why I call somebody in profession. Somebody just tell me say you don't need to do anything until until you reach the
Yeah,
states.
me get what am I say because there's a lot of persons who wait when they come in and then them sit down and them a wonder, oh my God, when me gonna get my green card because you waited too long. So you're going to have to sit
Okay,
and wait when you come in.
okay.
All right, no
All right,
problem. You can take the
all
number and reach
right,
out to me if you want to.
all right. No problem.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
You guys may really run a left on it, Nah, look. Guys, thank you so much for the follow. I do appreciate it. She don't need an attorney. She's within the waiting time for VOA. Beauty by case, sometimes persons just want to know their option, and if they need legal advice, let them go and get their legal advice. For me, I will let my clients know it's a waiting period. It is what it is, right? But sometimes you just have to let them get their legal advice, especially if they didn't use an attorney to do their VOA case, right? Because any number and any card can play. And she got her stuff, so she's just waiting. Sashibu said, I receive everything. There's one single yes/no question on the I-485 that I'm not quite sure if it applies. Now, Nea, you will have to reach out, book a consult or something to find out what your answer needs to be. Because persons with the I-485, keep in mind, if you answer something incorrectly, it can be the detriment to you when you're going to that interview. Believe me, right? So when you're going through those I-485 questions, make sure the person who is helping you fill out the form let you know exactly what it is and what it means. They have a lot of questions on the I-485 that some persons, even if you get a citation or a ticket, there's a question there that most people will answer no to when it's supposed to be yes. You probably got a dismissal, you probably got arrested for petty theft, and you read the question and you don't know, oh, you're supposed to put yes to this, right? Hi, Miss Fine, good morning. Got the green card through spousal. Yeah, Miss Blake. So that's what I was saying. So your spousal, it depends. Were you married for 2 years? Did you get a 10-year? Because again, when you come in, if it's a 2-year that you got, you're going to have to remove the condition. Miss Fine said, what should you expect if you have an interview for both I-751 and N400? What you should expect, they're going to give you an interview for the I-751 first, Miss Fine, and then your spouse can come in with you, right? Because I know that they did ask one of my clients that if she wants her spouse in there, and I think when she was doing the N400, but it's two separate interviews that you're gonna do. First, the I-751, make sure you have all of your evidences, and then the N400. The N400 is for you, and you will actually be in there. Make sure that if you do have no tax issues, you nor your spouse, make sure that is cleared up, right? Make sure that there's nothing that could cost you your citizenship. Make sure that underneath the I-751, you have been living with your spouse for the period of time since you're removing it underneath marriage. Make sure that you have been living in that residence with your husband from that moment that you got that green card to the moment you're going to go into that interview, because those are questions that can be raised, right? And I'm talking from experience. Thank you so much, besties, for sharing the live. I do appreciate it. Thank you for all the likes and all the follows. Make sure you guys go over to YouTube, the persons who are in their waiting period after their interview, to watch the video, to follow the steps on what to do. It's a breakdown step-by-step video that tells you how to follow and document the process, right? No founder don't have no mandamus to go to any attorney, for any attorney to file any mandamus for you to sue the US government. So if you have the money, by all means, if you're sitting down and waiting for that long, reach out to an attorney for them to file that mandamus for you. Somebody says, I filed for my daughter over 21. And for everybody who has texted me, I will return the text to you. I will tell you exactly what you need to do to reach out to us, okay? I filed for my daughter over 21 since 2018. She is in Jamaica. How much longer do I need to wait? So you say you filed for your daughter from 2018. Were you a green card holder at the time? Were you a US citizen? She's in Jamaica. How long of a wait? It just depends. It depends on those two factors, right? Because green card holders are ahead of US citizens at this very moment. It depends on if you had even sent in any evidences. What's the background of your case, right? Hey, Martino. Somebody says, I have my interview coming up and didn't get my SSN for evidence. All right. Tell me what you mean by that, user 8030. Let me see if I can bring you up. I sent you an invite. Tell me what you mean by that. Did they send you your work permit and you just not get your SSN? Is the SSN in waiting? What is it? Because it has to be something that you're able to explain to USCIS, or you're just saying, oh, they didn't give me my work permit. If they don't give you a work permit, you don't have anything to go and show them, right? So you have to come up and explain that to me. Missy says it was confirmed they got the RFE in May. Why doesn't it say response in July? I had a situation like that, right? And we were wondering what was happening. But that's their internal system. We have nothing to do with that, but you can call USCIS to find out the reason behind that. All right, Missy? Can your US citizen spouse file when he's still on a IRS payment plan? He owes taxes. Yes, he can. As long as you're going to send in the information from the IRS website that he does have a payment plan, then you should be okay. You know, something like I coach because me up here try invite I coach Olang and she don't want come up. She could listen down there and say, "Nah, come up, you know." She could say, "Me can't bother with them foolishness, you know." And that she sit down there say, "Me can't bet on any money. Me nah look." SPS says, good morning, everyone. This is my first time on your platform. Hi, good morning. I do appreciate you being here. Thank you so much for the follow. Again, for those who don't know me, my name is Annika. I'm based in Missouri. I'm a doc preparer that helps persons to file their paperwork, right? And we have different levels to our business: passport renewals, ITIN and taxes. We do letter writing, we do resumes, we do background checks. It's a lot. So you can click the head here, follow us, right? Click the link in the bio. You can click our emails, you can click our phone number. You will actually, there's multiple ways to get to us. I do not do business in my inbox. So if somebody should ever reach out to you in your inbox pretending to be me, that's not me. Okay. Good morning, Maury. How are you? Good morning. I have a question. I have a 10-year green card. Do I have to use a lawyer for my citizenship? Now, if you have to ask that question, is it that you have some criminal elements in your background? And if you do, then I suggest that you use an attorney to file your paperwork. If not, you can reach out to us. If you have any concerns aside from that, once we're assessing your situation, then we'll more than likely put you on to an attorney. All right, Miss Blake says 235. There you go. And that's for the persons who are coming in and signing up for their green card. Why, Alan? How much did you pay for my client one this year? I think I told him, I don't remember, yeah. Because I know my money spent. Good morning, Queen. I've been asking questions and you've been answering me. Have our interview on the 8th or the 27th. Thank you. You're welcome. No problem. Anointed child. I wish you the best of luck to everybody who has their interview and their upcoming interview. Hey, Lisa G. Lisa. Good morning. Lisa, God is by our side, right? And I saw the ship rock. I saw we rock with the wave, right? Once we put a plan in place, Lisa, everything shall be okay. Right, Lisa? Right. Everywhere the tide turn, we turn with the tide. Yes. Kelly Wagwan, what's up? Trisha says, yes, I-130 was approved, got the work permit, I-485, approved notice, no interview, no green card. 3+ months no. Call USCIS and ask them where is your green card. Hey, Jav. Good morning, Jav. Jav said, good morning, Auntie. Jav, you missed the vote. Are you there? Jav, you missed the vote. Jav. I have time for you, because outside rainfall. So I will come off here at 9. Somebody says, okay, I'm filing it myself because I can understand the others, but it's just that one question. So Naya, reach out to me, Naya. Book a consult, click the link in the bio, right? We don't open Monday, Sundays and Saturdays, but the consultation link is opened right throughout the week, right? So book a time convenient to you. File for my daughter over 21 since 2018. She's in Jamaica. Nardia, you keep on ask a question there. Nardia, I don't know well the situation behind your case. Nardia, reach out to me and come talk to me. I'll book a consultation with you. No problem, Maya. Hey, Scout Beauty. Good morning. When I have some business owner point here, like Scout Beauty who shop for persons, just right unique that does t-shirts, you guys can reach out to them. Promotion. Jan say, so do I submit my I-693 seal? Jan, yes. If not, they sending it back and rejecting your packet. Guys, if you're here and you're filing your immigration paperwork I-485, please do not open your medical. Just ask for a copy for yourself if you want to know what is in there. I don't need to file another file. I mean, I understand what that means, Jan. Somebody says, hi, still in status and plan to submit in 2 weeks before I-94 expire. Can I submit I-485 without the medical? Everybody on here that is asking if they should submit their medical, it's a must that you submit your medical. It's imperative that you submit your medical. Without the medical, your case will be rejected or denied. So the I-751, what evidence is best? Some is fine. Go to the website, right? And you're going to purchase your checklist. So let's all go to TikTok. We're on TikTok. So let me take you through the process, right? So for persons who are here and they're removing their conditions, persons who are filing their citizenship on their own and they need to know what it is, you definitely can go to USCIS website and go see the checklist that they have over there. Sometimes it's very hard to filter through and know exactly what USCIS is asking for. We did our checklist. This is my page. We're going to click this link, right? Once you click the link, it's going to take you to our website. Once it takes you to our website, you have book consult. If you're going to book a consult, you can click book consult and it takes you to immigration consultation. Then it takes you to our brainstorm session, which is the personalized evidence checklist. If you're here and you know you have your mock interview, this checklist will help you out. It does have questions. It does have how to put your stuff together. So you probably would want to get that. Every checklist is $50, right? And then if you want to do a doc preparation or review service with us, that's $500 for 1 hour and 30 minutes. Okay, so those are your booking of consultations with us, right? Okay, now let's go back and for the checklist. Once you scroll up, the first one that you'll see is the evidence to remove your conditions, right? So that's the checklist that you will need, Miss Fine. And then the N400, if you're signing up for your N400, if you're doing VOA, you can go ahead, you can get that checklist, right? They're detailed checklists. That's the, if you're doing the step parent to step child, right? Your green card interview, that's a checklist. Online dating tips if you don't have nobody. My love, my husband, right? That one the phone. And then to adjust status, which is the I-485 and the rest of the things, the sample of an affidavit letter if persons who don't know how to do an affidavit, sample of a cover letter if you want to send USCIS, what are the things that are in your document. And then you have the I-130-100 supporting evidences that you can use to support your case. So guys, go to the link, click the link. The fake page don't have any of this, then you can't get any of this. The portal is secured. Do. If you feel like you want to do it on your own, you need some help, that's where you'd go. Let's see. Hey, Andrea, good morning. You said your mom is a U.S. citizen. I don't know what else that wasn't sent in then. One bestie. Hey, Manny Dunn. Hey, OJ. How are you, bestie? Guys, if you're in a New York, I want to feel like I don't want to use Annika. I want to use OJ Immigration Service. He's there. If you feel like you're in Florida and you don't want to reach out to me, use iCoach Immigration Services. Yes. One thing for sure, two things for certain. Not a girl who got a bad mind on this app. But you know, if you don't mind, that's just me. Like, again, everybody now go want to use your service. Then probably think some, I don't like that girl, I know. I don't know who do it, you know, think of the easy. I don't like that girl, I know. And I can say, all right, so you don't like me, that's okay. Go use somebody who don't like. Don't be able to buy besties. All right, somebody says, I'm a resident already 4 years now. Will be getting married next year to a citizen. That's nice. What you want me to help you? You're a resident. Yeah, get married. Congratulations. Missy says, okay, thanks. AJ said, after biometrics, will USCIS send the work permit and SSN to my mailbox? You don't have to get any work permit, my dear. So AJ, you don't have to get a work permit. You don't even have to get a SSN. USCIS doesn't have to give you anything. It is sad to say, but hopefully and cross your fingers that they will look at you and be like, okay, everything came back with the background check and we will give you your work permit. Tracy, God bless. Hey, boo. Do you do cases with citizenship having criminal records? No, it depends on what type of criminal record it is. Because once I assess the case and it needs an attorney, I will tell you. But it's usually advisable to speak with an attorney with that. Natalie says, how will that affect me? January, I can't start putting in my papers. What will affect you? What are you talking about? Somebody says, after receiving work permit, should I apply for the SSN separately or they will mail it? No, you're going to have to go online at ssn.gov and, apply for your number. They won't send it to you. After the fact, like you get your green card now, sometimes they will send the SSN to you. Thank you so much for the follow. Do appreciate it. Guys, may I go a moment for follow me, because me cannot believe over here answer the question and not follow me, That would have been so bad. Me just want to stay bad for real. Me just start telling me to stay like all clothes because no one follow me. Lord Jesus. Somebody says, I want to speak with you. Heart Lion, go ahead and book a consult. Canada, no. iCoach Immigration Service can help you out with the Canadian. So grab her if she's in here. Let's see here. Good morning, Canada. Again, grab I Coach Immigration Services. She can help you with the Canadian one. Annika, I'm only left for dead. No. No, girl. Lisa, you will be all right. Trust me. Guys, I'm all the way up in the chat. Don't spam. I'm coming down. Can I send I-485 without the medical report? No. Can you get to Jamaica? All right. Somebody says, can you go to Jamaica and your Jamaican passport and come back on your American passport as a citizen? I mean, if you're traveling out of the country, you have your US passport, just use it and done. What's the problem? I mean, why you want to use two different things? You're not a citizen now. What your problem? Eh? True. True. I'm in Jamaica. Girl, I just wake up. Travel! Murderation! And come on, do not travel, do. The whole I not travel. Make sure so that I bring back something for me. As a foreigner, I beg the Jamaican them. A Jamaican girl with that Jamaica job. Make sure you bring back something for me. Yeah, girl. I cannot. Carrie, hey, happy Sunday. Coco passport. Yes, with the passport, Coco. Immigration help. Annika speaking. Good morning. This. All right, let's see here. There won't be any delays. Annika, I need to talk to you. Okay, when we come off a live, Coco. But so run left for true, 9 o'clock, man, leave, Somebody says, hey, baby, hey, Scope. Good morning, Ali. Oh, no, stop asking a question, do Jaja. The medical report is delayed and my I-94 expires in less than a month. You cannot send it in without the medical. I just tell you that from now. Scope says, thanks for the promotion. I went for my first interview, but I received a letter saying I should come for another. Well, Junior, prepare yourself. Junior USA, prepare yourself. Ali Ham says, hi, do you do a waiver for someone that has deportation? No, I do not. I'm not an attorney. Okay, you need to reach out to an attorney, Ali Ham. Just Unique says, thank you for the promotion, Annika Hearts. That's pure as gold. No problem. Wanna do good work. So me can promote you know. I don't understand. I thought after I submitted the paper, they would send me to the medical. So that means that Anna, you have not been following up. Since last year, December, these people have changed their rule. And then come again this year in June, July, they changed it again. Right? So yeah. The medical officer did not complete vaccination records correctly. Wow. Anna, no, hon, you must get your medical done and submit with paperwork. My love. Good morning, Vanessa. Thank you so much for the follow, besties. Thank you so much for the roses, OJ. Do you do cases with citizenship? I think I answered that. I'm scrolling down. Somebody says, I used iCoach and I'm in New York. My case was completed in 4 months. Right through, got through US child. Yes. Yes, Joanne. She don't want to come up here, Joanne. Because she knows that Sunday and she going to tell me that she's busy, but I won't call her and cuss her. Meaning being married, would I be waiting 2 years to get citizenship? If you're doing marriage underneath citizenship, if you're doing marriage, I'm gonna make me talk foolishness now. So Natalie, what is it that you're doing? Because you're saying being married, would I be waiting 2 years to get citizenship? So is it that you have to remove your condition after your green card and then file for citizenship? It would be that after you get your green card, 1 year and 9 months to remove remove the conditions, 1 year and 9 months, and then after the fact, another year you can wait to do the N400. So it would be like 2 years and 9 months for the citizenship. Hey, but like when I ask question, I may have to talk and come like say, I be a foolishness me attack, you know. True. I will call to explain. Okay. Della Creme, good morning. When I like it, man, because sometimes when them ask some question, Annabelle, and then me I read it and me I try analyze it in my head, and then me I like, wait, a foolishness, you know, so the about make me chat be a foolishness. True. Just call me man and reach out or type a question properly. I applied for my CD1 visa in January. I was approved. Do you think I can apply for the US visiting visa? I mean, I don't think anything of that. You can try. I don't know if they're going to give it to you. I mean, that's a crewman visa. Should be able to. I don't know if they're going to give it to you. One of those things.
Oh, you put it in the break.
All right, besties. I think I'm getting tired now. And I think you guys don't have anything else to ask me.
Made a ship.
You made a ship? Awesomeness, you made a ship. What kind of ship you make? Hi, good morning.
Greetings. Hi, good morning.
How are you there?
I'm doing good. I just got into your live. So I was also like looking for I filed for asylum and they make an interview next month for me. So is it okay or should I need an attorney or
I would go with an attorney.
okay.
Yeah. I think you need to reach out to an attorney that's in your area. And, you know, they will probably ask you for everything on your case, but you need to reach out to an attorney.
So what if maybe the first interview I didn't make it? Am I allowed to like cancel the case or withdraw the case?
All right. So you see, you need legal advice here. That's what you need. Because if all of this is going to be wrapped up in you want to withdraw the case, you don't want to go to your interview, or should you go to your interview, you need an attorney. All
Okay.
right.
Okay, thank you so
All
much.
right. You're welcome there.
Thank you.
All right. Bye bye. All right. Somebody said they want to come up in the box. I think Anna did that session want to come up in the box. You know, so I run a left for no car now do this with me this morning. Anna want to go on. Anna
Good
Bella.
morning. Good morning. Happy Sunday.
Happy Sunday to you too. What's up?
Okay, so my question is my husband and I, we went to the interview on August 7th, right?
Mm-hmm.
Was a very good interviewing officer. She approved us on the spot. However, she told us that page number 14, in the medical
Mm-hmm.
thing is not complete. She even told me, she said, if you could get back to the doctor's office and get it filled out correctly and come back, I'll put it in.
Did you do
However,
that?
I went back to the place where we did our medical, and they told us, well, the doctor is not here.
So no, they probably will send you a request for evidence if that's the case.
That's what they did, and I've submitted it. I've received an email on Friday, because I did it on the 12th, which was on Monday, and I received an email on Friday saying that they did receive the evidence, and they're start to work back on the case again.
Yeah, so you will probably see an approval shortly because if that was the only thing and she couldn't approve it at the time and you know submit it, they send their request for evidence, just give them a little bit of time. Probably this week, probably next week, but just give them some time.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and you're doing an awesome job. I listen to some of your advice. You know, me or your coffee, or your Starbucks coffee.
You know, so I need to go over. So what I need to do over YouTube, I put like there's like a Patreon thing that says buy me a coffee or something like.
Yes, because I
I need to put it
I
on
listen to
there.
you. Yes, and that I get my evidences and stuff and listen to what you said. And when I went in, the interview was like, I mean, she was like, "Oh, you come prepared."
Girl, you see, me like how you up here tell them, you know, because
Yeah, I listen. I write stuff down. You know, when you come on, I try to listen to what you're saying. I go to your website and all of that, and I put all my evidence together. I didn't use an attorney, and I got through on the spot.
See there, right through Annabella, right through.
I said, "Oh my God, I order some coffee, or Starbucks, or lunch, or something."
All right, Annabella, but you can come and tell me once they approve it. All right.
Yeah, I'll come back.
All right, Mama. You have yourself a happy Sunday.
You too. Bless you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Bye.
Bye bye. See, besties, but glad Annabella come up here, come tell you no. You can't see it. Eh? Somebody says, if you can't add your husband to the lease, what is your other option? I mean, can't he be added like as an occupant? If not, and the lease probably middle already, just have the landlord write a letter or you write an affidavit and ask the landlord to sign it. If they don't agree, then you give the explanation to USCIS as to the reason why. All right. Hello. Good morning.
Good morning, bestie. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. You're so extra pretty this morning. What is the touch?
Hello.
And what's the catch?
Well, I'm gonna know, you know, I rub a little lotion for my face.
All right, hon. I have one question to you. Being a permanent resident since the last week in December of last year, I put in my son I-130, who is under 21, January 2nd. Do you have an idea, estimate time, how long would I have to be wait? Because my husband did file for him before and his brother, but he turned 18 before I got married, so they deny him. So as soon as I got my permanent resident card, I put him his I-130 before he turned 21.
It can take anywhere from a year to a year and a half, as long as you submit all the evidences, right? Then you should
Yes.
be within that timeline. Sometimes it can be a little bit less than that, but that's the general timeline for the I-130s.
Because I used to could go on the case and view processing time, but now you can't see processing time anymore.
Oh,
Like,
gotcha.
yes.
Well, I mean, that's the wait time, but just follow up with your case. Make sure that you have all the evidences on there and you should be good.
All right, darling. Thank you and have a happy Sunday.
Same to you, bestie.
All right, bestie.
All right, bye-bye. Hey, Lovebird. Lovebird, come here. Lovebird 2.0, come here.
I'm gonna take a shower and then
Where you call me for Goldie?
Yeah, we can do that. Hey girl, come here. We cannot be in the
Where
same
you come
chat.
from? No.
Let's see.
No,
You
but
say
then
nothing
come up
about
here
you.
and I'm you know, in a
No,
forced
leave.
accent, just speak clearly and move on now.
Lovebird, come here. May I give one piece of advice in our life? Hold on there. You seem like the individual when a tooth, you can't tolerate certain things. So
You say you come off 9 o'clock. I want to hear everything before 9 end.
We ain't no lovebird. You have to give people look of grace, right? And everybody are gonna be you, right? People are gonna come up here and remember them are gonna talk the way how they need to talk. Remember me can't understand, Remember the first lady, she has an accent, so she not talk English that good. But you see, you not pay attention to that. Nobody rough them. Make a say so, not rough them. Not rough them, man. Give people
I
look
was
of
like,
grace,
get to the
man.
point. I want the next caller to come in.
Give them look of grace. You have to give people look of grace. So you don't long me say down there chat up your mouth. Me say look come here, grab her. Look come here, grab her. Can have to come up here and behave herself. Give people look of grace, man.
All right, I will.
All right, mama.
All
Happy
right.
Sunday.
Same to you, honey.
Bye-bye. All right, let me see. Somebody says, can I come in the box? All right, request the box, Miss Simone Huntley Dixon. Make a request you up here. You think couldn't eat? I understand where she come from, but at the same time, persons are gonna do what they need to do to get across the information. Hi, Simone.
Hi, Anika. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you, dearest?
I'm good. Just a quick question. I have my son on filing, right? But his dad is in Canada. But he said when he was doing his document, he didn't realize that the lawyer put my son on it. And now he just did medical, but my son is still on filing. I'm still waiting on my approval. Do you think a child can have both?
Yeah. Because keep in mind, people can have multiple petitions, right, from multiple different persons, right? It's just which one come true first.
But the Canadian one, he just did his medical. So you think when it reached to Jamaica, they're going to stop it because they realize he went to Canada?
I'm not sure about that part, and I can't even make any assumptions to that. But what I will do, though, I will probably talk to iCoach Immigration and hear what she has to say. But I don't think that would be a thing that they do. But we can't even assume that because based on what is happening now, I can't make any assumptions, right? So I'll talk to iCoach and hear what she say. So text me. I may go remember for send you the information what she sent me.
All right, thank you.
All right, you're welcome, dear.
Bye-bye.
All right, bye-bye. All right, besties, it's 8:59. I may run with left for now. In the meantime, please hit follow. I appreciate all of y'all for being here, right? Because it is Sunday and it's 9 a.m. and may I go about my business. So what it says, I left the platform after asking you the question about adoption and the granddaughter. I think me get to it, but you can book a consult and come back with talk. Right? So besties, follow me. Click the link. Follow me. If you want to book a consult, click the link. Go to the bio. Take the number. We'll reach out. All right, besties. Bye. 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 Happy Sunday. Bye. Go watch the video on YouTube. Bye-bye.